in order to provide touristic facilities for citizens, residents and visitors and connect the historic Muharraq market with a modern waterfront with enhanced services and recreational facilities. Deputy Prime Minister, Chairman of Mumtalakat Holding Company and Chairman of the Ministerial Committee for Development and Infrastructure Projects, Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, keenly followed up on the progress of work in Saada project in the presence of a number of ministers and officials.
This is the first phase, and we're on track for completion this year, November 2019. Saada is a waterfront project that is primarily entertainment and F&B, and it will hopefully be a destination for tourists and for residents of Muharraq and the rest of Bahrain. The project is comprised of 8 buildings. The buildings are on the waterfront and so have beautiful views over the Manama coastline, and we are now in the process of leasing, so we are hoping to bring in some good names to occupy the spaces that we've built.
Saada is a waterfront entertainment project located in the heart of Muharraq, adding wonderful facilities to a very important touristic destination with a lot of history. It addresses the waterfront area of pedestrians, adds value to the community, the economy, and increase the demand for heritage landmarks in Bahrain.
Phase 1 of Saada development consists of 7 buildings, which accommodates 32 shops. Ranging between retail and restaurants and cafes, as well as a multi-story building for car parking. We have a total of 32 shops, and one of the buildings as well will accommodate a future link to Saada Phase 2, a pedestrian bridge that will link both phases.
Phase 2 of Saada project is now in the design phase, and implementation is expected to begin concurrently with completion of Phase 1, fourth quarter of 2019.
The project consists of a multi-story car park building. It has 500 car parks. It's got retail outlets and F&B units. And we're currently in the design development phase. We've currently appointed HCP architects and engineers to undertake the design and implementation of the project.
Saada project highlights the authenticity of Muharraq market and aims to add more beauty and attractiveness to visitors of the Pearl Road and Muharraq. Reporting for Bahrain International, I'm Hiba Abdul Ghaffar. Work Together for Legislative Aspirations Conference was held under the patronage of Shura Council Chairman Ali bin Saleh Al Saleh. More than 300 participants took part in the two-day event, which aimed at promoting social partnership between the Shura Council and the Bahraini community, in addition to introducing the legislative work skills.
It is indeed a privilege to be part of this wonderful workshop. Special thanks to the organizers who have put in much effort to ensure its success. And of course, we look forward to the panel of discussions. It's very important to have such a workshop to help build awareness for those who may not be aware as to the exact role of the legislative authority, and in particular our role as members of the Shura Council, the Consultative Council. And grateful to build awareness with our youth, for they are the future of tomorrow. Extremely proud to see that one of the youngest participants is a student at the secondary school, and we look forward to his participation and to building experience at such a workshop.
The conference reached multiple recommendations, which will be turned into reality after consideration. The recommendations stemmed from the topics focused on during the conference, including the General State Budget 2019-2020, achievements of strategic objectives of the Fiscal Balance Program, mechanisms to support the labor market and the development of small national enterprises, chiefly the unemployed and persons with special needs, in addition to education, health, government services in sectors with priority to the citizen and gender balance.
Well, it's really important for these conferences to happen in our kingdom, as it allows the general public to participate in our democratic practice and in coordinates with the Shura Council. Well, and it gives everybody a chance to express their opinion. Well, first of all, I'm really impressed with the number of the attendees and the participants. I was heard in the beginning that there was a cap of 150 members to participate, but it reached to over 300, and it's amazing to see that this kind of attention given to this kind of conferences, which is even more important and more that we have seen the youth participants in this conference, which is really important and allows the youth to take part in it, which also shows that our youth is getting more educated and more interested in the parliamentarian practice.
The conference was held 17 years after the launch of the bicameral legislative branch work, which underlined the need to open new horizons to achieve community partnership and cooperation to achieve the highest level of free and responsible democracy, as highlighted by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. A contract with a value of 4,800,000 Bahraini dinars was signed by the Minister of Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning, Engineer Asam bin Abdullah Khalaf, and the Spanish Urbaser Cleaning Company for the management and development of the Askar landfill for 3 years. The contract was signed by the CEO of Urbaser, Louis Gamba, in the presence of the ministry's Under-Secretary for Municipal Affairs, Dr. Nabil Mohammed Abul Fatah, and a number of ministry officials. The minister affirmed that the landfill management, in cooperation with the private sector, comes within the context to transfer the government role represented in the Ministry of Works from a provider to a service organizer and give the sector a greater role in the various projects, programs and services of the ministry.
We are very honored to work with the Ministry of Works in Bahrain. We like to work in Bahrain. For us, the country offers what we need for invest. Second, in the technical point of view, our operation will introduce a new standard and we maximize the capacity of the landfill. And we'll introduce new system for the control to avoid any illegal dumping outside what is the premises of the landfill and to better monitor the operations. So we will the situation in the city will be much better thanks to the better operation inside the landfill. All the equipment, new equipment is ready. So we will start the operation 1st of October. But before that, we will see a huge improvement in the monitoring system in the landfill and in the kind of equipment and the new well-adapted vehicles that we will use in the landfill.
Micro Shabab Forum in its second edition focuses on opportunities and challenges of electronic applications and stalls under the patronage of Minister of Industry, Commerce and Tourism Zayed Rashid Al Zayani, in the presence of the Minister of Youth and Sports Affairs Ayman Tawfiq Al Muayyad, and the participation of public and private institutions and SME entrepreneurs.
The young generation, they are leading to a tremendous job and they need to have somebody to lead them to go and work and put them in a right path so they can work and they can create, because they have so many ideas, but they need somebody just to lead them to the right track.
The importance of this forum is to open the door for the new entrepreneurs and to understand what is the obstacle in this field, especially in mobile apps and social media businesses. We're trying here to invite all the related parties from government sector and from private sector to introduce and to talk about their initiatives and their services, and help these new entrepreneurs to enter to this new sector and business.
Micro Shabab aims to encourage young people to engage in the business world, motivates their energies, and inspires them for creativity and innovation as part of the National Assembly's responsibility to contribute to the realization of the vision of the Kingdom of Bahrain 2030.
This forum is very strategic for us to sponsor, especially with the title that it carries this year, looking after apps and social media and e-commerce and so on and so forth. We in Temkeen provide several platforms to help youth and provide, let's say, safe learning environment for them.
The discussions of the second edition of the forum focus on exploring the prospects, opportunities and challenges of the electronic applications and stalls, their impact on the various aspects of work and life, especially the issue of e-commerce, and the review of the main obstacles to its growth and spreading among young entrepreneurs, highlighting the latest emerging trends and deepening in the future of payments, as the Middle East is considered one of the fastest growing e-commerce markets in the world, with sales expected to expand to $22.3 billion in 2020.
I love connecting with youth. It's always, I love sharing information and knowledge, and basically because I was there a long time ago and I always wanted someone to help me out. I always wanted someone to share their experience with me, and that's that saved a lot of time for me, and alhamdulillah changed Ahmed.
The forum also discusses the role of the government in supporting and encouraging applications in e-shops, e-payment solutions in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and how to use them for small projects, financing and incubating ideas and applications in this field, as well as the success stories of pilot projects by its pioneers, as well as many workshops offered by clubs and partner institutions. Micro Shabab Forum encourages Bahraini youth and entrepreneurs to engage in the e-business world, discussing today with high-level speakers opportunities and challenges facing e-stores and electronic applications. Reporting for Bahrain International, I'm Heba Abdul Ghaffar.